Unusual ancient graves found near the Arctic, but no remains discovered inside, the study says. This is by Brenda Flaskius, The Charlotte Observer. As you can see, it's basically around Russia, Finland, Scandinavia. Just south of the Arctic Circle, within the vast forests of northern Finland, lies a sandy field dotted with dozens of unusual pits. Workers stumbled upon the site known as Tainiaro 6 decades ago, and since then its origins have remained elusive. But now, upon conducting a comprehensive analysis of the site, researchers have determined it's likely a sprawling hunter-gatherer cemetery dating back some 6,500 years, according to the study published December 1st in the journal Antiquity. Such a large cemetery at such a high northern latitude does not necessarily fit preconceptions about prehistoric foragers in the region, researchers affiliated with Finland's University of Oulu said, adding that it may be the time to recalibrate our expectations. During excavations conducted in 2018 and an analysis of archival fieldwork, researchers identified an estimated 115 to 200 pits. Most were rectangular in shape, with dimensions around 7 feet in length and 2.5 feet deep. No human remains were found inside, but thousands of artifacts, including pottery, ochre, and burned animal bones, were located. Skillfully crafted chisels and hand-sized stones that could be fashioned into smaller bladed tools were also among the objects found, Aki Hakkonen, one of the study's authors, told McClatchy News. By comparing these pits to other Stone Age archaeological findings, researchers concluded that they were likely burial sites used by roaming people who would have foraged, hunted, and fished in the region. Tainiaro should, in our opinion, be considered to be a cemetery site, researchers said, even though no skeletal material has survived in Tainiaro. Complicating their conclusion, though, was the evidence of a burned material found inside some of the pits, suggesting they may have been hearths. However, the traces of charred material were insufficient to prove pyrotechnic use. This finding, though, indicates that there is possibility that the site was not solely used for burying the dead. Indeed, it has recently been argued that Mesolithic places for the dead were also places for the living, and some sites previously interpreted as cemeteries were in fact habitation sites with burials dug beneath the dwellings, researchers said. With that possibility in mind, researchers said Tainiaro should not be considered a single-purpose site, but rather it may have served multiple aims. If it was used at least partly as a gravesite, it would rank among the most sizable Stone Age cemeteries in Northern Europe. Finland alone has more than 200 Stone Age burial sites, most of which are exceedingly small, Hakkonen said. There are a few sites with around 20 burials, but even these are anomalies, Hakkonen said. But more than 100 burials is perplexing, and more than 200 is astounding. The Tainiaro site is particularly astonishing because it's located in a forbidding subarctic region with heavy winter snowfalls and temperatures that drop below 200 degrees Fahrenheit. This is not the place where you'd expect Stone Age foragers to gather in large groups, Hakkonen said, but perhaps they did. Well, another explanation could be that the temperature was different at that time. Maybe there was an axis or a pole flip, or some kind of a shift. This is by Aki Hakkonen and colleagues, by Antiquity, and it's on phys.org. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.